Then, Mr. Reynolds, it is very clear to me that you do not understand what I'm telling you. If your next shipment fails to meet expectations, I will be sending Joseph and Satomi to seize control of your operations. Very good. I'm so glad you finally grasped the tenuousness of your position. Now, Mr. Reynolds, if you don't want to experience how shall I put this, permanent transfer of ownership, then I suggest that you never disappoint me again. Is that clear? I expect nothing less. I have another call coming in I have to take. I look forward to continuing doing business with you. Sekushi here. Yes, bring her in now. Well now, aren't you adorably cute all trussed up the way you are? What is it about tying someone up that makes them so irresistible? I swear, if I thought that my men had just picked you up off the street like this, I'd have thought they had gotten me an early birthday present. I'd order them to take you to my room and chain you to my bed for snuggling later. Well, once you had been properly cleaned. And there's something about you that feels oddly familiar. I can't pinpoint what it is, but you remind me of someone. Something about you is strangely comforting. I know, weird, right? This bloody mess before me is strangely comforting. I'd very much like some time with you to figure out why that is. But, seeing as how you truly are covered from head to toe in dried blood and... Is that someone's ear in your shirt pocket? Yeah, I think solitary confinement in one of our cells is a much better idea for now. But before that happens, you and I need to have a little chat. Oh, no, no, no. You and I are definitely not going to chat alone. Diego and Valentina here aren't going anywhere. You were found collapsed from exhaustion on the floor of that warehouse run by the Esposito family. You were lying there amidst a dozen or more dead bodies. When my men investigated, they say you became violent with them. I didn't become head of my family's organization and double its reach and influence in the last 10 years by being stupid. An unknown person or group has apparently declared war on all of the crime families in the city. The Kalakawas, the De La Vegas, and now the Espositos. As pleasant as it is to see my rivals brought to their knees, we don't know who or what is doing this, and we could be the next target. You are the first and only live witness anybody has discovered, so you're going to provide me with some answers. But as I said before, I'm not stupid. You're not only our best lead in discovering who this hidden party is, you're also currently our most viable candidate for who's been perpetrating these deeds. Remaining alone in a room with you when two other family heads have recently been killed and a third family brought to its knees would not be wisdom. Wouldn't you agree? Stop your whimpering, dog. I told you that you were cute, but that won't keep me from smacking you on the nose with a rolled up newspaper, metaphorically speaking. And trust me when I say you really won't like the newspaper I use, so be silent before I decide you need it. And now you've decided that barking at me is a better strategy. My, you are a feisty little puppy, aren't you? I'll say this for you. What you're lacking in brains, you've made up for in backbone. Cuffed, tied, and exhausted, and you still act like you're the one in charge. If you were applying for a position in my organization, I admit I'd hire you on the spot. I can use men like you. But the only thing you're applying for by being this antagonistic to my demands right now is an early grave. I think some time alone in a chilly cell should give you a more pleasant change of attitude. Valentina, take her below. Strip her of all of her clothes, but leave her current ties on her. Cut away her clothes if you have to. She won't need them anymore. Collar her to the wall with a chain, but leave the chain long enough to allow her to kneel. Her exhaustion might cause her to choke herself if we make her stand. Diego, she needs to be cleaned up before I speak to her further. Hose her off and put the clothes she's now wearing into the incinerator. Oh, now you're okay speaking with me. Well, too late. You had your chance. We'll talk later once you've learned your place. Maybe the surge of cold water will get through that thick skull of yours better than my words have. And besides, you're starting to smell of the dead. I don't want the stench to permeate my office. Diego, Valentina, take her away. And bring in some scented candles when you're finished with her. Most impressive. You are somehow strong enough to break the shackles and ropes that bound you, and then hurl my guards across the room. Even more impressive considering your weakened condition. I've already said you have a thick skull. I wonder if it's thick enough to stop my bullet from reaching your brain. What? What are you doing? Falling to your knees before me and placing your own head against my weapon is not the action I was expecting from you. I have to say, stranger, this is the oddest interrogation I have ever performed, if not the oddest moment in my life. Diego, wait. Do not shoot, but do not holster your weapon either. Same goes for you, Valentina. Remain where you are for the time being with your weapons trained on our friend here. Okay, stranger. You've piqued my interest. Now answer me this before I decide whether to remove you, listen to you further, or to have you put down right now like a rabid dog. When my men first informed me of what they found, they said that you began to appear threatening and violent, and they thought they were going to have to shoot you dead right then and there until you heard them mention my name, Sekushi. At that point, you became docile and requested that they bring you to me for questioning. Is that correct? Or have I been misinformed? I see. And now you desire to speak with me and only me. When I ordered my men to take you away, you broke free of your binds and swatted them away, and yet never did you move to strike me. But instead, you now prefer a merciful death at my hand rather than to cause me harm. Diego, Valentina, leave the room. It's all right. I'll be okay. I thank you both for your concern. Because I know you both are looking out for me when you question my order to leave, I will forgive you once for making me repeat myself. But I am still the head of this family. Do not make me tell you again. Leave the room now. Thank you. Close the door behind you. Remain on the other side. If I call you in, you'll know by the tone of my voice if you should enter with your weapons drawn. Okay, stranger. We are alone. I've lowered my weapon, but be advised that it's still at the ready. I freely admit to you now that I am incredibly intrigued by you. Your display of inhuman strength, this odd feeling I get from being in your presence, the mystery surrounding how we found you. I have so many questions. I will begin with the one most troubling me. What connects you to me? No, you cannot lie down as you speak. I don't care how exhausted you are. You just tossed my men aside like rag dolls. I think you can find the strength to remain kneeling before me. I want to look into your eyes as you tell me what I wish to know. I find it much easier to detect when I'm being lied to that way. Ugh, fine. If you truly are unable to remain upright, then I guess I'll just have to deal with you that way. Well, in addition to you further dirtying my beautiful carpet, you're going to force me to stand directly over you in order to look into your eyes as you speak. You should know, stranger, that this position not only makes it so much easier to shoot you, it's starting to make me want to. Now talk. I do not. I can't say that I recognize you, and yet I feel as if I should. Why? Who are you? Yes, I remember that girl. She was in my father's employ when my father was still alive and ran the family business. What does that have to do with you? I do remember what happened to her. She struck out on her own when she turned 19. She never returned. Again, I ask why the interest in her? Was she an older sister of yours? Someone you're trying to locate? Are you related to her? Is that why you feel so familiar to me? Yes, we were close. Why should I tell you any more? What business is it of yours? You still haven't told me who you are. Okay. I don't see the harm in letting you know, so I'll tell you. I consider her to be my first love. There's not a day that goes by that I don't wonder what happened to her, and how things would have been different had she never left. I didn't want to see her go, but she said she felt that she didn't deserve me. She wanted to make a name for herself, earn the right to call her mine. She said that she wanted to be worthy of someone as great as me. That was 15 years ago. Nearly a lifetime. No, no more questions. I don't owe you these answers. I've only acceded to your requests because I thought it might help you provide me with answers of my own. But we're done here unless you start filling me in. You still haven't told me who you are. Are you here to give me news about what happened to her? Is that it? My patience is gone. Your time is up. No more conversing, no more reminiscing. I need real answers. Start with your name. That can't be. No, it's not possible. You can't be her. You just can't. Yes, you do resemble her in some ways. That's why I suspected you might be a relative of some kind. But it's too difficult to confirm what you're telling me through the caked, dried blood covering your face and hair. And if it is you, no, there's no reason to go there now. There are still too many questions, and you are clearly not in a position to answer them. You're having difficulty even trying to stay awake. Diego, Valentina, come in, please. Valentina, I want you to thoroughly clean her. No, not like that. Use my bath. Warm water. Be gentle. She is to be treated as an honored guest for the time being. Stranger, go with Valentina. She will care for you for the time being. You've heard my command to her. You do not have to be concerned for your well-being. She will not harm you. No, I will not use that name until I am certain. You will allow Valentina to clean you and care for any wounds she may find on you. Valentina, once you're finished, dress her in my finest silken sleepwear and lay her on my bed. I will then care for her myself. Diego, any other projects or tasks to which you have been assigned are now canceled. Don't worry. I'll let Roberto know myself why you won't be dealing with that tonight. Your only orders are to destroy the clothes she is now wearing, and then to remain with her while Valentina cares for her and to get her anything she wants, within reason. If she's hungry or thirsty, you will provide her with food and drink, but don't go giving her your sidearm or anything like that. I'll trust you to use your best judgment with whatever she may request. Once you place her on my bed, I want the both of you to remain outside. Don't allow anyone else to enter. Don't allow her to leave. And do not leave your posts until I say otherwise. Now, stranger, you will abide by my wishes. You will allow my men to care for you. And when you are rested, we will speak again. No. You must go with them. Please do not resist me further for your own sake. You are weary. You need the care and the rest. I promise you, I will be here when you return. And if you're already asleep at that time, then I will be here when you wake. Valentina, could you please carry her into my bath? It's obvious that she's too weak to even stand. Thank you. I have other business I must attend to. Diego, Valentina, you have your instructions. Stranger, we will speak soon. I promise. Now go.